I am officially about 90% done with the back patio little refresh. I have spent the last few weeks cleaning and building the little coffee table, restaining the outdoor furniture, making a pot for the back patio, and today we're kind of tying up the loose ends, and this will be my little grand reveal. For this project, I really did not want to spend a lot of money. I just kind of wanted to use a lot of the things that we already had and spruce them up and just kind of go with that. I bought a couple little things here and there, but for the most part, most of this is what we already have. The only things that I really bought were the citrus trees, which we're hoping, please, that they will last in these pots. I've heard mixed things about them lasting in the pots here in Arizona because it gets so hot that you really have to baby them and be watering them a lot. So hopefully they will last. So far, they're really happy. They're thriving, they're growing. They all seem to be doing really well. I know this has been a long time coming, so I'm really happy to finally be filming this video. Before we get started, I wanted to show you guys a little bit of what the patio looked like before. Now we get to do a little bit of finishing touches and kind of enjoy the space tonight. I'm gonna do a little dinner for us out here tonight and kind of celebrate our new little space. So here is the coffee table that I still need to distress and sand. As you can see, I started the process, but I just haven't finished it yet. This is just some wood fill, so I need to sand that all down, distress it, the whole thing. But as you can see, the chairs are really starting to show some weathered look to them. Let me get over here so you can see it right here. So I thought, you know what? Maybe I stain those black, and I think they'll look really good with this being a little bit more of like a natural wood look instead of this being black and those staying kind of that like orangey tint. I'm gonna do it, you guys. I'm actually really excited. I'm keeping everything though. I'm gonna go clean the rug, and by clean I mean take it out into an open area and beat it with a broom to get all the dust out of it, and then obviously sand and distress this. All right, here is where we're at. This one I just finished up. I might have to do another layer, and I think because I didn't strip off what was already on there and put a conditioner, it's a little splotchy, but I really think it's gonna look so good once I'm done. That's how it was. So you can see it's like a bit more orangey, and then this is a little bit more of like a deep walnut tone. The stain is called Ebony. It was like the darkest, almost black color that I could find, but I'm super excited to see how this turns out. I'm so glad that I actually did take my time to think about this back patio and like what I was gonna do, because I wasn't planning on staining these. I was just gonna leave them and then stain the coffee table black. So now that I'm seeing this, I think this is gonna be a way better outcome than the coffee table being stained. The back patio is all cleaned. I washed all of the windows, the screens. I just finished washing. As you can see, they're kind of like dripping and drying, but all of the cushions for the chairs, I used Full-X and it worked really, really well. So I'm just letting them kind of drip dry over here. And then I cleaned all of the floor, again, all of the windows and screens. I am at a good spot. I was actually thinking maybe right here about building a little place that I could do like my plants and just like do a little moment right here. So these we are going to get rid of as soon as I stain the coffee table, which I actually really kind of like this raw wood, so I might just condition it and put like a finish on it, like a matte finish, but I kind of like it raw, light, kind of like that bleached wood look, but it feels so clean out here. I watered all of the plants, so they're all happy. So far they're doing good, but it's not like super hot yet. We're only at like 100 degrees right now. It's gonna get a lot hotter in July and August, so we'll see if they survive. But so far, they seem to be really happy. So I've been trying to just really babysit them and really watch them, especially this one over here. This guy right here is just so happy. I had a little caterpillar eat some of the leaves the other day, so that was a bummer. And then the olive tree, it actually, I think, got too dry when we were out of town, so I've been kind of nursing it back to life, and it is getting some new leaves back on there, so that's really nice. I'm finding I'm having to water this one quite often because it's in such a small pot that I think it's drying out too quickly. But so far, you guys, this is where we're at. It feels so good out here. It feels so clean and fresh. All right, the final thing that I need to do before I can start really decorating and pull everything together is stain the table. I think I mentioned this, but I wasn't going to, and my husband's like, I really think you should. So here I am. I'm going to condition it first just so that it kind of applies a little bit more evenly. And then I'm gonna do the driftwood. I went with driftwood. I felt like it looked the best in the store next to the ebony, which is what I stained our chairs. So we'll see, wish me luck. And I only got these small ones, so I hope it's enough. And I actually forgot a finish, so I might have to go back and get a finish. Right, and here is where we are so far. So you saw the before pictures. Here is kind of how we're feeling now. What we've done so far is we built this coffee table. I have a whole video on another coffee table that we built for our living room, so I will link that down below if you want to know the step-by-step process of how we built this. We made ours a little bit taller so that we could use it as like a little table and play games. We don't use our back patio a whole ton, but when we do come out here, we'll eat, or we'll come out and play a little dice game or something and enjoy the space. And then I also I made this pot right here, and I followed Jenna Sue's tutorial, so I will link that down below. The only concern I have is it is cracking, so I'm gonna try to fill that in with something in hopes that it doesn't get any worse. And we planted some citrus trees. This one's a mandarin orange, the one down there is a mandarin orange, and then this one is a lemon tree, and then we have a little olive branch right here. And these pots that I got off of Amazon, I absolutely love the patina that's going on with these. I will link these down below as well. I love these so much. But now we are to the fun part. So it was a lot of prepping. I cleaned and cleaned and cleaned this back patio. I obviously built and restained and refreshed up until this point, but now it's time to make it feel a little special for our little dinner that we're gonna do out here tonight. So this is how we are looking so far. Right, and here is the after. Now, I really did want to keep it pretty simple. That is how we live. That's how I genuinely keep the space. I kept it simple. For instance, the little coffee table doesn't have anything on it, and that's because the little table back there and this piece right here has things on it. So I wanted to keep something empty so it doesn't feel like overly decorated or overly crowded. Well, now if that table was a little bit more empty or I didn't have anything right here, I would absolutely add more to the coffee table. Another thing that I wouldn't keep out that I have out is like the little throw blanket. Generally, I would want to bring this out, you know, if I was going to use it. Right now, it's a little too toasty for that, but I feel like adding in that special little element and that extra detail just makes it feel a little bit more cozy. It's kind of bringing like the inside out. Usually they say bring the outside inside your home decor, but this is a way to bring that inside of your home decor outside and really kind of give that that same feeling that you'd have inside. Especially if it was a little chillier, you could, you know, use this blanket, cozy up on this chair, read a book. And then I just added some rosemary that doesn't look very happy with me. I think it's a little too warm out here for the rosemary right now. Also with the pillows, so I've been keeping these out here. However, I feel like if you wanted to keep things really like nice and clean, I'd maybe pull these out when you're actually going to use the space. So really that is all that I did to spruce up this space, and I feel like it looks completely different back here. Even though the rug, this is the same rug I had, the same chairs, the same little side table, everything is the same aside from the plants and the coffee table. For this piece, the truth is I don't think that this is going to stay out here. I'm really worried that the sun is just gonna bake on this back patio and destroy this piece. However, I thought about bringing it out here just to see how it feels, so I can be on the lookout for a piece to permanently stay out here. So that's why it's out here. But I am going to spruce it up for tonight. Like I said, we're making a little dinner out here, so I figured since I brought it out here, I may as well like spruce it up and make it cute. So I'm gonna do a little like drink station on the top here for us to enjoy tonight, and then we'll eat dinner over here. And I'm decorating it for that whole purpose. But as far as like the everyday decor out here, it's gonna be very minimal. I don't love an overly decorated space. I love it to feel sophisticated, very put together and clean, but I don't love it to feel like super over decorated. So right now I just honestly have my little herbs over here, which don't like it out here. So those will probably go back inside after today. Although they need a lot of light, I bring them out here to sunbathe, but they do not like to stay out here. It's way too hot and way too much direct sunlight. Those will probably go back inside, but I will for the most part keep everything else pretty minimal. And then if we're out here, I'll come out and set up the space and set the vibe for the times we're out here. Another idea that I had for this piece right here, since I'm not sure that we're gonna keep it out here, is putting another seating area. And if you watched my World Market shop with me, there was this marble table with the iron legs. I thought about putting that here and creating like a little bistro table area to sit and eat or watch the sunrise. So that's another idea. Let me know down below what you think. Should I do something similar to this, or should I do something like the marble table, creating another seating area? I went and grabbed dinner plates and our flatware. I only grabbed forks and knives because for the salad, and then for the, if we need to cut the pizza at all. So with your napkins, you can do so many different things. You can tie it in a knot, you can put it at the bottom, you can put it in between the plates. You could do so many different things. I might do between the plates. No, actually, I think I'm gonna do underneath them. Like so. And I'm trying to line it up with the other one so that they're both the same. And actually working with this striped tablecloth really helps because it gives you kind of a guide on where your things are. And then I'm just going to put the fork on one side and the knife on the other. Again, lining up even the bottoms so that it all just kind of flows together. I think you do like the knife facing inward and like so. Perfect. Okay, so since I know the food is gonna come up here, I might try to lay, these are just hand napkins. I was thinking I might try to lay these out somehow. See if I can kind of do it like aesthetically. Here, I can put the basil right here. It's all starting to wilt, which is kind of a bummer. It's so hot. How adorable. Okay, this is gonna be so cute. And then once we get the green in there, and then we get the dressing, that's sweet. I like to break up the wood, so that's why I'm trying to use you know, some of the cloth. Or sometimes you really just have to play and kind of move things around over and over again until you get to a happy space, because styling can be a struggle sometimes. And then I am gonna put the pizza on here, but I'm gonna cut a little bit of parchment paper just so the pizza's not on like the old wood. It's a little yikes. So I mentioned earlier that we didn't do any bistro lights out here, which I think would absolutely elevate a space. If you have an outdoor space, I think one of the easiest ways to just make it feel a little bit more charming is to add some bistro lights. But I am gonna bring some candles out here, and I think I'm gonna try to bring my little lamp out here. So I have these, I got these off of Amazon, and then these are those mini candles that I got from World Market. Let me show you. I have this one already done. So basically all I did was light the bottom. You light the bottom, get it heated up a little bit, and then just press it. This one didn't come out as pretty because I'm trying to film and do it, but this one's like nice and seamless with no drips, and then this one has a drip. But I'm just gonna kind of sprinkle these throughout our little space out here, and then maybe bring that little lamp out here. Like I said, if I was gonna go all out, I would definitely add the bistro lights.